Hello. I'm using the Art of Shaving Sandalwood as a shaving soap. I'm trying to work in this boar head. Uh, it's a DS cosmetic by a YouTuber named Ken Surfs. I've been trying to work this in, and this is a scuttle, right? Yeah. And then it has this little cork here, right? And then you pour hot water in here, and so when you want a nice warm lather, this is good right here. You put it like that, you know. But let me wet my face. I need a place. I have to figure this out. Okay. Oh, it's not so bad though. Since I am sick, I am sick. Oh, where's my spot? What a crappy string. Oh, there. Nobody's here anyway. What's up, Danine? Uncle Neil, how you doing, Derek? Hope you're doing well, man. Um, I'm sick. But you know how it is when you're in the algorithm. It doesn't mean anything. It just makes you feel good when you get a lot of views. It's a little ego boost, you know, and that's it. There's nothing really else besides it. That name knows you feel good. If you get a lot of views, it's like, oh, people are watching me. You know, that's all it is. It feels good that people will watch. Hey, Fernando, how you doing, man? Long time no hear. I mean, let me put some hot water in my scuttle and get it hot lather here. Okay, so where's my cork? Oh, here's my cork. Put the cork in there, and now let me take the soap out. It gives me a hot lather. So when I apply it to my face, my brother has a hot lather machine. I mean, this isn't the perfect solution because it gets cold. Oh, but it's hot now, and I don't care because I wore this shirt the last time. I've been sleeping for the last few days. Sick. I don't know if it's the virus. This is a boar head brush. A boar head brush is the least comfortable out of all of the brushes, but it gives you the best exfoliation. I tried calling you a few times. Oh, really? I was sleeping. This is Art of Shaving Sandalwood, which I've had for 6 months. It's a very bland set, but I don't want to use anything very perfumey at this point because it may make me cough. It comes in a nice comes in one of these Art of Shaving. Yeah, man, I'm yeah. The thing is, I said, let me see if I can talk without coughing. And this is a very messy shave. But I'm going to take the shirt off after this and probably go back to sleep. But I need a shave because it makes me feel good. I'm going to use it really helps me relax. And I guess there's this big debate. AJ, it's 11 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I'm kind of feeling under the weather, AJ. Okay. Oh, say, long live Skylar Wallace for my friend that died. Oh, shit, man. That sucks. Skylar Wallace. Damn. R.I.P. How old was Skylar? My girlfriend died unexpectedly, too. Out of nowhere, man. Out of nowhere. You just don't know. She had a blockage. And she just passed away. Like, I thought this woman was going to live till like 80, 90. I was driving, I think. But it didn't work out. Yeah, and politics is. I mean, I'm not gonna say, okay, which side of the aisle are you from? Because I used to be a Democrat, but they are lying. They're saying that they're saying that Kamala Harris wasn't a border czar. Come on. And they had the least. They cut the border crossings into half. And like, listen, man, I love immigrants as long as they come in here legally. The thing is, in Miami, mostly everybody's Hispanic, right? But if you get into an accident, and this happened to my Hispanic neighbor, an illegal immigrant, it was a hit and run, but they caught the guy, but he was an illegal immigrant. He didn't have insurance. So you know, this is a messy shave, man. Because I want to work this brush in. So she's Hispanic and she's against illegal immigrants as well, because especially of that incident, you know. But they try to say people are racist. It's like so stupid already. I'm so tired of the virtue signaling. You know, I'm tired. You know what virtue signaling is? People say things to sound like they're a good person and like you're a bad person, right? So they take this easier side of the argument, you know? And then when the other side has to come back, they sound like the bad guy. So it's a very safe position to virtue signal, but it's a very dishonest. And I have nothing against Islam people. And you see what happened in London. They're taking, they're taking pride in their country again. They had a flag where they were just patriotic, showing off their flags. And I don't care what you think about Tommy Robinson, but it's their country, you know. You go to England, you expect to see a lot of British people. You know? So, and then there was this incident I'm going to get it political here. Hold on. Let me take off the hat before I get political. We only got 3 people in here. It's no biggie. My numbers are completely dying. So the incident was with a police officer. I don't agree with what the police officer did, right? It was but it was a reaction to something else. And the full video finally came out, right? And it showed the perpetrator like punching a female officer in the face and knocking her out. But see, that's why you always need the full context of everything. I do think it was over, it was still over the line. But when you see the whole, and he should probably get reprimanded for it for sure. That was like over the line, but maybe that was his friend or whatever, and he gave her a broken nose, and he stepped on his. Then the police officer, stepped on his face. So this is Duke Cannon. Very little smell. It's just a nice little calming aftershave balm. A lot of menthol. No real scent. I don't know if they still sell it. But if you're looking for something unscented, but it's very mentholated, so it's ice cold. When you buy it, you get a big one and a little one. And this is the little one. Hey, Fernando. Nah. The problem with the hot lather machine is you have to use their stuff, right? That's the issue with the hot lather machine. My brother has it, and he has to buy their stuff. It's like, so you have to, I'm sure they have different smells and everything, but yeah. It's nice to have a hot lather. This is the next best thing until they could create something better. But you're talking like to make it hot, you have to have electric, unless they can figure out a way to get a USB charger in there or something. I'm sure they'll come out with something where they have a scuttle where it could be charged. But you're also talking water. Say hi to Sandy. Best hair Francom. Sandy, how you doing, man? Yeah, so this scuttle is ribbed for your protection. I gotta clean it up a little, but look, so it helps produce a good lather quickly. Some of them aren't ribbed. The ribs make a big difference. Let me put my soap back, and so you'll see what this is. It's pretty much Art of Shaving Sandalwood. Pretty good. Really bland. Really bland. Set, execute again. What is this stream about? Everybody asks that. I don't know, man. Do you have eyes? It's really just the title says shave and chat. I don't know. What are you scrolling through a bunch of videos? Everybody asks that, and then they ask me English or Spanish, same things. Are you gay? Oh, same stuff. But I don't even mind. I'm kind of used to it now. And if somebody doesn't ask me if I'm gay, I'll feel like something's off. Something's really off. Like a lot of people got triggered by the Olympic ceremony. I was like, I don't really care, man. It's a weird world. That's weird stuff. They were trying to, but it's kind of like the Last Supper. And if they were mocking the Last Supper, that's kind of wrong. But atheism has taken off. So, but it's like, the thing is, I'm okay, you're okay. Like, atheism is okay, Christianity is okay, Islam is okay. I'm okay with I'm open to anything. Not for myself, I'm Jewish. Uh Shout out to supporting Israel. That's not a good thing to say. Oh, you're a Zionist. But whatever, man. Zionist. Come on. It's in the Bible. And I know the Palestinians are going to go after me now. But listen, why does Egypt have a wall there? They don't want you either. You look at the history. The thing is, Palestinians have always tried to take over, right? The war in Kuwait, they got kicked out of Kuwait. True, Neil, is this type of vertical live streaming, if you are watching from a phone, is not easy to see the title. Oh, okay. No, I'm not weird. Like asking people if they are gay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I get that every stream. Are you gay? No, I'm not gay. English or Spanish? There's like a meme on I've never even used TikTok once. Swear to God. And there's this guy, I guess, he goes, he interviews people, English or Spanish. And if they move, they're gay. It's like, who cares? I don't really care. Gay people have existed since I've been alive. Uh, it's like, who cares? You know, I just found it I find it disgusting, but not if somebody else does it. You know what I mean? If somebody else wants to do it, they're fine to do it. What about your Italian Catholic sides? Are you sure you're not gay? Who cares? Max Manzano. I mean, I don't, dude. That's. It's a tough one. I don't see what they see. I can look at my own thing all the time. I don't want. It's sort of like it was made. One part was made for the other part, and there's nothing like the other part. And I don't know. And I think women are beautiful. Come on, and they wear the makeup, and they got the. Come on, man, and they got the nice hole. Come on, let's be honest now. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, like live your life. Don't force your lifestyle onto me. Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people have a problem with is like the Olympics were kind of like it was sort of being pushed on us or being pushed onto Christianity, and it was sort of mocking Christianity, which was definitely wrong. It's like leave us alone and we'll leave you alone, but it's sort of like they have in Fort Lauderdale they painted the streets. They painted the streets like the pavement with like gay pride colors. It's not gay pride colors. It's Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I learned that in 7th grade, right? It's the color spectrum, right? That's all it is. It's not the gay. It's not gay colors. It's the color spectrum. It's the most beautiful primary color, beautiful spectrum in the world. It is what it is. But they took it upon themselves to take the most beautiful colors, the Roy G. Biv, and make the Roy G. Biv like the gay pride flag. It's kind of weird, man. You took the best colors, the best primary colors, all put together, the color spectrum, which has existed for years and years. Um, you know, and then the transsexuals took Uh, my favorite colors, which were known for Miami Vice, that beautiful blue and pink, and they took the best colors and they made it the I can't say the word flag. Best to keep it behind closed doors, like in the old days. Yeah, dude. In a game, I had a bunch of rainbow accessories, and I'm not gay. I had so many people accusing me of being gay. Yeah, dude, it's the best colors. Come on, Roy G. Biv. We gotta bring back Roy G. Biv. You know, stop. You know, it is the best colors. It's beautiful, and I mean, honestly, when I see I see the flag. I'm like, what a beautiful flag. But like the whole representation thing, I have an issue with. Because they took the best colors. Why couldn't they take other colors like the color spectrum? And then they took the Miami Vice colors, and that pissed me off. Because everybody knows those are the best colors, man. Just because they don't like women, I don't understand the whole thing, to be honest. Man, women are beautiful. Uh, I'm a sucker for black women, like nice, small waist, pretty face. I'm a sucker for that. But I'm a sucker for all women, really. But women are beautiful, man. Um, they could transform a guy into a woman, but still they have a part down there that is like disgusting. I would freak out. Hot pink and white neon on a hot 80s Miami night driving a Ferrari down Collins Avenue. Yes, they are the best colors. It's the color spectrum, really. And it's weird on both sides. Then on the right you got some crazies too. It's like it's crazy, man. I like these. Look at these colors on this can. This is nice colors, right? Celsius Oasis. But I don't like really care as long as they don't try it on me. You know, man, it, nah. Small waist, big ass. Hell yeah! Fernando knows. I'm not so much a breast man as I am an ass man. An ass is. Oh God, wow. Yeah, I like that, especially when there's curves. It has to be a shapely one. But yeah, a nice shape, curves. Like some women are just like flat, but it's nah. It has to be kind of like a what do you call that? Apple bottom. Mind if I say a word that is a curse word, but it's true? No, don't curse. Don't curse, because I don't know what you're thinking. Execute it. I like your. I can't see the image of because I'm on a phone, but I like to execute it with the 3 in there. Executed gaming. That's pretty cool. Executed gaming. I like retro indie games. I'm a Steam curator, so I get a lot of free games. Retro games. I get a lot of retro games. Uh, it's kind of a hot thing, where a lot of developers are trying to create retro games, but some of them are just not fun. The truth is, you have to stick to a concept that worked and then feed off that and make it better. Because everything now is deck building and roguelike, right? So you take a concept like any of the retro games and you add deck building or roguelike. Come on. Like Vampire Survivors was, I think there was another game called Rogue. But yeah, I mean, the most popular roguelite is Vampire Survivors. But there's so many games similar to Vampire Survivors these days. But yeah, so you pick up the treasure chest, you can level up and then get another card, you know. So that whole thing is like it works, it works. But a lot of developers just want to make the game difficult like they were in the old days. But the truth is, people want to like progress. It's fun to progress, right? So progression, that's why the roguelike comes in. There's progression in there, and it adds something really nice. The progression, leveling up, getting a new, a better card, to level up that. Let's say what the world is going to, what? Rinse, wash, and repeat. Yeah, the world is going. It's weird, but there's a lot of people. The thing is, so the virtue signalers are the problem with the country, and I understand. I sympathize with them, but when you put your virtue signaling into policy, it becomes like something totally different, and also like, okay, like, immigration. I'm all pro immigration. A lot of beautiful Hispanic women come here, and it gets crowded. It does get crowded, but at least I know if I get into a car accident, they have insurance. Uh, I mean, we have a lot of issues here. They are begging me to be the president again because nobody wants to do that because you don't make any money. But yeah, we've had problems with like 7 people moving into a 1 bedroom, and what it really is somebody buys a property, and they split up all the, like, they'll take a living room and they'll make it into 3 spots, and they'll say, okay, uh, $400 a month, and you could live here, and it all adds up, so it adds up to like $2,800. But the thing is that for us who live here, they have 7 cars, okay, and also they're using the water that we're paying for. But for them, they're benefiting. But then it's a lot of hassle. We have to have the law get into it, and so we're dealing with the lawyer a lot, and it costs money for us. But that's why they have to come in here, and they're supposed to get screened. But here's what happens: they get screened, and they lie. There's just so many people that come in here. Oh, okay, you could only have a dog up to a certain amount of pounds. And, oh, I don't have any dogs. And then they come in there with 2 huge dogs. It's like, you said you didn't have any dogs. It's like they lie, they lie, they lie. But once they're in, it's like there's a lot of liars in the world. It's difficult to get rid of them. If they are breaking the law, I want to believe that's something easy to do. It takes time, though. It takes time because it's clogged up. The judicial system is clogged up. It's really clogged up. So it takes time, especially in Miami, because that's a common thing for people to do to get like 7 people into a 500 square foot place apartment. That it's very common. It happens all the time, and it's like, and then what happens is then they get towed, and then they get mad. It's like, get mad at the guy who rented out the place to you for $400 a month. So they get mad at us, and it's like they want to fight. It gets ugly, man. It's like, so they break the law, but when it backfires on them, they don't like it. So it's like you should have done the right thing from the beginning. Yeah, but Fernando, it goes on, man. It goes on. It's a shame. I understand what you say, Neil, that people need a place to live, but the law is the law. These people don't. But dude, you have to think, Fernando. They're coming in here illegally. I mean, I know the Democrats want to reword it into something else, but they're coming in here and they know they're not supposed to be doing that. You know, is it like a criminal act? I mean, that's kind of it's like not they're hurting anybody. It's like my thing. I did something I wasn't supposed to do. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't touch any. I didn't do anything illegal, but I got consequences for it. But um, they're doing something they know they're not supposed to be doing. Um, and maybe it's to get out of their situation or whatever, but to make a better life for themselves. But you're also putting a burden on other people. And also, you have to remember the traffic. See, the traffic in Miami is so bad. And I'm sure it's worse other places, but from what I've read, it's like the top three most I think somewhere. I think Houston is very congested. Uh, Houston. Houston was pretty much. Houston was pretty much all the people from Hurricane Katrina. They all got displaced and they got bused into Houston. So that's a lot of what's going on with Houston. You remember what happened with Hurricane Katrina when they were all in the Superdome in New Orleans, and they got displaced, and they moved them out to Houston. Care about the northern border? Um, the thing is, you know, uh, I don't the northern that's the thing. The southern border affects us in Miami. The northern border, so I guess it's out of sight, out of mind, but it should be. I should care about it more, but it doesn't affect me and the traffic in Miami and, 7 people moving into a 1 bedroom place, so but yeah, I mean, I'm sure people up north care about that more. It's like my brother, he lives in a very, we call it white picket fence, kind of community where it's like unreal wealth. He doesn't deal with any of that except maybe for the landscapers. He meets some illegal immigrants or something, and it's a benefit to him. So he doesn't care. He doesn't have to deal with the traffic or legal situations where somebody gets into a car accident with you and they're not insured. You know, I told you, man, legal immigration is a problem here too. Immigrants from Central and South America, the Caribbean islands, from Asia, from Africa, what you guys are not allowing are all stuck in here. It's a shame, man. What? Here's the thing, Fernando. People want to talk shit about the United States, but they all want to come here. Well, like they're kneeling. It's like, come on, they're kneeling. When they're supposed to be standing for the national anthem, with their hand over their heart, they're kneeling. Dude, we're not us, but the people, the virtue signalers are just a bunch of hypocrites. Yeah, even from India. And Indian people are hardworking. Hindu people are hardworking people. They don't put up with any BS, this and that. But India, man, they got some serious global warming over there. I know some people say, "Well, yeah, man." There's the pollution in India is crazy. The the population is crazy in India. It's hard to live over there, and the electric, you can't even afford to turn the AC on, and they all have those old window air conditioners. And I mean, truly, the solution to that is nuclear energy. But you know, nuclear energy could turn India around. Because nuclear energy is clean energy. Nuclear energy could turn India around. You've seen those videos where they're on the train. They're like all on the top of the train. And I thought like, nah, that doesn't exist. But then I've seen like YouTube vloggers and they go out to India and they show that it's real, with people just lying on top of the cars, the train cars. Yeah, well, India is an Asian country. I love the Asians, man. I'm sorry. They're polite. I deal with them a lot. They want to send me products. Um, they're very polite. They send the products. They're very nice people. It seems like. Uh, yeah, and they look at they're building. What's happening in New York City is all the crime has uh, a lot of those little convenience stores have closed down. So 7-Eleven wants to go in there, and they see that as a target. Like, oh yeah, we can make a lot of money. Look at all this. But if you have the same laws with these virtue signalers who are like, Black Lives Matter, everybody's lives matter. Come on, man. Everybody's lives matter. Everybody doesn't. Why does it go to a specific race? But that's their whole game. That's their whole game. Remember back in the day when Joey used to put you in cannoli jail? Yeah, he made a lot of money. He made a lot of money with that because people don't like me. You have to understand, and Joey has a very liberal stream. The people there are like very liberal, right? And the one guy who's from Modesto, he is not a Trump supporter. Trump supporters stand for something. He like I said it a long time ago. This guy is not a Trump supporter, and we don't want him supporting Trump. With all his lies, and he's like, oh, when did I lie? Come on. This is it's a game he's playing because I guess he feels like Trump supporters are bad, and so he's going to play the bad guy. But yeah, that's the whole cannoli stream with those people. Oh, he used the N word. It's a word. It's a word. Okay, you say, okay, we don't accept that here. Move on. Come on. Let's not blow this up to such a proportion that it means something. It's a word. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got injured. No, it's just like a stupid virtue signaling game. Like we're above that. Come on, man. You're talking about eating ass. Let's be honest. Come on. It's a whole big game. And I like Joey. He's all right, but he's lost. He's a lost kid. Like, and I think a lot of people are lost these days because of the internet. You know, they should go out and you know they'll criticize my past, but listen, go out and get a teaching certificate and teach. I wish I could. If I would have done it all over again, I would have been an electrician or maybe a plumber. They get good money, and you always need an electrician or a plumber. They're always in demand. You know, But this is like, you can't live off of streaming uh, unless you're really going to talk about controversial things. And I brought that up. Let me get a little cool air. Hold on for a second. You got to talk about controversial things. You know, people will give you super chats if you talk about controversial things because you're putting yourself out there. You know, but to talk about, you know, the things they talk about, I'm not into it. I went on there one stream and I enjoyed myself. And then this party pooper came in there and it was like, oh, dude. And Rocket set him straight. I don't have to. It's like, the thing is, it's none of these people's business. I know I didn't do anything illegal or whatever, but it's really none of his business to bring it up, you know, and and that's what I have a problem with. Like, I don't want to be his friend. I don't want to ever speak to him. I don't like him. I think he's a lying, nasty person that just is starving for attention, right? And it's like, I don't want to be part of his game. He's jealous of everybody. You know, that's why he talks shit about everybody. Oh, this guy has more subs. Oh, unsubscribe from him. Change topic, man. They may like it or not, but it's Joey's channel and he will do what he wants because his channel, his rules. Yeah, yeah. I agree. But I think, I think, yeah, I don't know. It's him. I'm not gonna tell. I guess we've come close to him, and we feel like we want to tell him what's best for him. You know, like getting a job, going to school. I mean, if I lived out in the middle of nowhere and I was his age, I mean, I'm like, where my age is, I'm going to be collecting Social Security soon. We'll make a nice, decent amount at 62. But, so I don't really, and I worked my entire life. I'm not like a kid. I may look like a kid, but I'm not a kid. But I think, when I was that age, I think at 25, you have to have your life in order. You know, you have to have your life in order. That's just, you have to have a trade by then. You have to have a trade. I mean, you're living out in the middle of nowhere. Like, if I wanted to start a trade now, I could probably learn online, but um, but the traffic here is good. But when you're living out in the middle of nowhere, you could take a nice little cozy ride out to some school and learn what do you call it? Anything like plumbing or anything. And that's what I did when I got out of the Air Force. I said, I was a waiter. I drove a truck. The thing is, I was like, what am I doing? Let me get my life in order. And was it really better? Probably, I don't know. But the thing is, I I graduated. I started teaching at 25. You know, and a lot of people look at 25 as almost like a kid these days. It's like, you're 25, but back then, and I probably look like a kid. Air Force, yeah. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. I agree with you, Fernando. It's like, and like, I don't even want to go there to prove that they're lying, but they're just, that's why I said I have to, have the lawyer involved and just make money off him because it's not going to stop. But he stopped for a little while. So let's see. It's like, dude, I don't know you. I never met you. I don't really want to know you. It's like we live two totally different lifestyles, but you want to trash me because you're full of hate. And that's what it is. It's full of hate or jealousy. Like a lot of the videos he does is like, it's out of jealousy. And he watches. You know how I know he watches? Because I get thumbs down. And, you know, that's how I know. And the other guy out in the UK, he doesn't like me. Let him be the star of Fragcom. He's the most knowledgeable about fragrances. I don't really think knowledge of fragrances has any significance unless you're going to be a perfumer. People just want to know what smells good and what doesn't smell good. That's it. What smells good and what doesn't smell good. And now some companies will send you bottles. Like I have a lot of bottles that I never even spoke about. What the heck? Hey, but I have bottles I never spoke about. And it's like, and they've reached out to me. Are you going to talk about it? I said, I don't like it. So, what do you want me to do? You want me to send it back? You got to give me the shipping. I don't like it. Even Christian has sent me bottles. He sent me 3 bottles one time. He says, if you don't like it, at least talk about it to put it out there. Because there's always somebody that's going to try to prove you wrong. Like I said, I don't like Club de Nuit Intense Man. I don't like Club de Nuit Intense Man. It's out there. I don't like Club de Nuit Intense Man. But still, a lot of people like it. But there was a violet fragrance he sent me. He says, if you don't like it, just say you don't like it. But like you have to talk about it and say you don't like it because it kind of puts it out there, It's okay if you say something negative. But I was like, I don't even want to discuss it. It's not good for the company, I feel. It's like with video games. I'm a curator, right? A Steam curator. And companies send me games that are bad. And I'm like, I don't want to give you a negative review, so I don't talk about it. It's like, there's no purpose of me putting out a negative review for a small developer. It's only going to hurt you, So it's kind of weird. I know, so it's tough, But if you're getting free bottles from some of these, or if you're paying for bottles from some of these clone houses, and you're saying they suck, that's okay. I think there's nothing wrong with that. If you're paying for the bottle and you say the fragrance sucks, that's okay. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. But if the company's sending you the bottle for free and it sucks, you just don't say anything. It's like they spent money for shipping. They sent you the bottle. They were nice enough to do all that. We want your honest opinions. My honest opinions are the fragrance sucks, and I'm not going to discuss it. And this has happened. I see some of the companies like over the years where they're you don't know who they are, but I know who they are, and they own these like fragrance houses, and they get real. Then they even bring up their own fragrance. I'm like, Oh, have you tried this one? It's like, you sent it to me, but they're slick. They'll go in the comments. What do you think of this one? Uh, you know, yeah, not a fan of Club Nui, but I don't mind Milestone. Oh, Milestone's horrible too. Milestone is horrible. Uh, it's it's kind of like a candle, Millesime Imperial clone. Dude, it's horrible. Milestone is. I wore it one time, and it was like 70-degree weather, and it gave me a bad headache. And I'm like, ugh. I did a giveaway on my channel a long time ago with Milestone. I don't like Armuff. I don't like Armuff. And listen, I don't really think Afnan is a great house, but they're better than Armuff, right? But this one, I tell Christian all the time, dude, you can make them popular. I wear this all the time. Arabiat is good. Oud Noir, Green Irish Tweed clone. And I think it's called Ashi 2 or something. And it's a Silver Mountain water clone. These two are great. I say get some more from Arabiat. Listen, I know you don't want to believe me, but I was the one who made Afnan popular. I was the only one discussing it. I had a lot of Afnans. Christian sent them to me. Did I say they were better? I just brought up what I did is I pulled a Fragrantica and I said, okay, here's Afnan, Supremacy Silver, whatever it was, right? It wasn't the greatest fragrance, but at that time, it was getting like a 4.56. I'm weird with numbers. I can remember numbers good, but it was a 4.56 on Fragrantica. So I said, I'm not going to give you my opinions. I'm just going to show you what the Fragrantica users. I took the video down, but it got a lot of views. It got like, I think 40,000 views. And so that kind of, started because I got a lot of views with that. I thought it was kind of a crappy video overall. I didn't think it was exciting. And most of the time it was just showing Fragrantica reviews. I was just reading Fragrantica reviews. And then that kind of, brought Afnan to the limelight. But see, Arabiat is actually very, very nice, but it does need a macerate. And I think they're legitimately very good. Like, they're legitimately excellent, For a clone house, maybe I even like, I'll be honest, I like Oud Noir by Arabiat better than Green Irish Tweed because it has more of a pop. But like when I first got it, it was like iris heavy. Then it got to like that lemon verbena heavy, and then it just kind of came together, man. But even though it was iris heavy in the beginning, it smelled good. Even when it was uh, lemon verbena heavy, it was pretty excellent at that point. But then when it came together, it was really good. The Silver Mountain water clone is good too. Arabiat. Fernando knows my taste. I told him about wood cereal. I said, man, wood cereal is good. And wood cereal is very good. Wood cereal is very good. That's by Rihanna, something like that. Yeah, I told you, Fernando, you're gonna like wood cereal. Wood cereal is very good. I still wear wood cereal. It's a very calming fragrance. I love wood cereal, man. There's something special about wood cereal. Very calming, nothing headache inducing. just kind of a good vibe overall. So, I mean, wood cereal by Rihanna is good. But, you know, if you want something real fresh, Rihanna, yeah. I told you. And these are good. Christian sells this at bestbrandsperfumes.com. And I mean, I'm giving him. He's my friend, so you know, I say the website and everything because he's my friend. He sent it to me, you know, but they're really good. He sent me a lot, and I think those are the two that are the best that he sent me, and I wear them all the time. I wear them all the time. That's pretty much I've been wearing these two Arabiats exclusively. Very good. Look at the bottle. Like it's like it's like a cheap kind of tin. And then this is painted on. It's like a cheap kind of thing. And then the cap is kind of heavy. This like plastic or something? Not plastic. It's got a texture a little bit. But, you know, I told Christian, man, he can't put these on sale, man. These are so good. They're people who got them for that price, it was a steal. But he says he's not putting them on sale anymore. Because I said these are quality clones, man. This is your best house. So Arab yacht, Arab yacht. You have 100. Oh, so you don't need anything. Yeah, you don't need anything. So Arab yacht, I I think is gonna be. I think Arab yacht is gonna, unless they get cheap and start like, you know, diluting their stuff or using less, you know, like quality fragrance oils or something. You know, same Mr. Solar Love Green Irish Tweed used to have Ches Barn. It's okay. Yeah, if they start using cheap stuff, like they're using quality ingredients at this point, if they keep it up, they could really take off and be the next big clone house. And they're new, you know, and they're on Fragrantica too. Arabiat is on Fragrantica. They've been making they've been making fragrances for a while. It seems like Arabiat. These two fragrances aren't on Fragrantica yet though. But they have the Fakhar, Fakhar. I might ask Christian if he can send me that one, and I'll give him my honest thoughts. These two are great, but they're good for the summer. I only want stuff for the summer. I told Christian I don't want any more oud. I mean, I like oud, but you know, I wear it inside when I have my air conditioner like cranked to 72 or something. You know. Oh boy, we're gonna hit the 1 hour mark. We got to do a 1 hour stream, and so today I used the Loyal Chic Quattro Titanium. Very good razor. Hey Fernando, where are you finding the best deals on Green Irish Tweed these days? I got one of those before they changed the bottle sizes. And I used it a couple times. I'm gonna it's an easy kind of system to, is it this way? But it's an easy system to, you know, here's a new blade. I like this razor. I get a lot of enjoyment with using the Chic Quattro Titanium because you get the feedback that you don't get with the Gillette. Gillette's a very good razor. And I used the Art of Shaving Sandalwood. It's good. It's good because it's like a very sandalwood. Nothing. like fresh or anything. It's just sandalwood, and it's nice and warm. And I used it pretty much to soften up my brush because I like this brush a lot. This is DS Cosmetics Ken Surfs, and it's resin. Louis Vuitton fragrances, Imagination. He has those. I like Pacific Chill. I Imagination. I have the clone for Imagination. Look at. It's a resin. I like resin. I don't like painted. I believe this one is Imagination. Hold on, let me. Hold on, Fernando. I'm not positive though. I am not positive. So this one is on Fragrantica too. It's not the best for warm weather. It's called Saheb. They're on Fragrantica as well. Very nice, very beautiful, but for our type of climates, it's not the best. It's not really a summer fragrance so much. It smells great though. It's not a summer fragrance. Definitely not a summer fragrance. Is that floral? Smells good. Like a Middle Eastern, but Middle Eastern, not floral. What are the floral, woody? No, it's something else that I can't think of right now, but it's definitely got citrus in there. It's very calming, but it's just not good for the summer. Very calming. But you have to really only use one spray. But like as a room freshener, it smells great, man. It's a US site. It smells really nice. It smells better than Dan's cologne as a room freshener. You know, it smells nice. But like it's not something I want to smell all day. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. It smells beautiful for the moment, but it's not something I want to wear. Maybe in a colder environment, I would love it more. Like these two, I love smelling all day. I love smelling these all day. You know, they're very good. Bal- Ballistus is a U.S. site. Best press perfume. Let me see. Oh, you're talking about where Fernando gets his green Irish tweed. Yeah, there used to be a guy. He was popular on Facebook. Everybody got their Creed fragrances from that site. I don't know if he exists anymore. He probably does. Let me get another cold one, man. I need liquid. I need I need another cold one. Pretty good stuff, man. Yes, yes, yes. Get another Oasis. I haven't tried the other flavors of Oasis. I've only tried this one. It doesn't really have a aspartame taste. I like Bon Vivant, but Erica said smells like a nah. Bon Vivant smells nice, man. Bon Vivant smells really nice. I think Bon Vivant is his best fragrance. But I've only smelled two. I've only smelled Bon Vivant and the other one, Gravitas. Gravitas, and I stand by my words, man. When I first got it, it smelled horrible. And then after a month, it smelled very nice, very nice. And I went by what my opinions were. And that, opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has one. You may not like my opinion, but it came together and I didn't really care for wearing it. That's it. It was something I didn't really want to smell. It was something more like a room air freshener. I just didn't want to wear it. What's that other one that's kind of like Gravitas? Uh, there's another one like Gravitas. That one smells good. It smells like talcum powder. No, it smells good, but it smells like something else with orange or something, like some sort of orange top note. I haven't smelled that fragrance in a while. So I forgot the names. I haven't been to Osme in a long time. It smells like a modern cologne, but with a touch of gin, old school, of course. Oh, we're talking. What are we talking about? We're talking about Bon Vivant, or we're talking about the other one, Gravitas. Uh, Bon Vivant kind of smell fresh. Bon Vivant. It kind of smelled fresh. It smelled really good. Um, I wore it twice because somebody sent me a sample. I think they sent me 5 mils of it, and I enjoyed it. And um, I just wore it, but I didn't know what it was. And then after the day, I said, "Oh, this is a good cologne." And then I was like, "Oh shit, this is Bon Vivant. It's good. Bon Vivant is good." The other one smells really good, but it's not something I want to smell all day. I mean, is there something wrong with saying that? It's just, this one I just sprayed smells really nice. But after a while, you're just like, I'm tired of smelling it. I'm tired of the beauty of it. I just want to go back to fresh air. I mean, it's the truth of the matter, man. I like Gravitas, and I used to have a partial bottle with like 10 mil. It's good, but smells like other fragrances in the market. Yeah, yeah. What was the one I'm thinking of? Anyway, I stream for. Yeah, the numbers have died with the streaming. They're not like they used to be, you know. But I have to get back in the algorithm. That's the whole thing with YouTube. Um, you have to stream and stream and stream and stream. And if YouTube sees you're consistent, they'll put you in the algorithm. And so this is only like my third day where I streamed every other day. But once I get up to like 5 days, streaming every other day, you know. I like Gravitas. Okay, wait, you read that one. That's how dead the stream is. Variety streams are the way, Neil. Yeah, I talk about everything. I talk about politics. I talk about cologne. I talk about shaving. Um, I'm looking forward to getting a really nice brush in the mail today. But this is a really nice one, man. I like this boarhead. But I'm getting two just as nice ones. Maybe too late for America, too early for Europe, Neil. You need to try it at a different time. Change it up, shave, play games. I do play games. I have another channel. It doesn't get many views, but I'm not doing it for the views. I'm doing it for the developer to give developer feedback. That's it. But yeah, let's have a good old fashioned group chat like we did in the old algorithm days. Yeah, it's true, man. There used to be on YouTube where you could let me get some air. where you could Stefan was in there, Aussie Fragrance, a bunch of us were in there, and we just chat. And then there was like Timmy, he owns that fragrance boutique. Timmy hates me. I just, you know, there was a time where I don't even know if he makes videos anymore. He doesn't like me, so there's somebody that talks trash about me, so he likes him because he talks trash about me. Uh, and let's see who else used to come in there. I think what's his name? The guy from Britain. Uh, uh, he virtue signaled one time, but I like the guy. I think he's a nice guy. Chris, Chris. He's a really good. He's a really good editor, and he makes really good videos, really interesting videos. Chris from the UK. Uh, that guy, real nice guy. I think Killer Frags was in the group with us, but Chris, man, that guy could make some videos, man. He, what's his name? Somebody, Agnes Eva, yeah. What happened to Stefan? Yeah, Stefan. I think he was tired of all the BS, and he just didn't want to be part of it. He found himself a girl, and he's just hanging out with her. He did a video. I watched it where he was like eating. I think it was a live stream where he was eating with his girl. He's a really nice guy, man. And I just think he's also smart. He didn't want to be part of the toxicity. He saw that it was becoming too deep and too hurtful, and he didn't want to be part of it anymore. And that's pretty much it. You know, he doesn't want those negative vibes. I think a lot of people don't want those negative vibes. Uh, you know, but a lot of things became real negative and you know and hurtful and dishonest. And it's like I don't want to be part of this anymore. You know, and more than anything, jealousy. Agnes Eva, yeah. Um, I don't speak with her uh, now. I spoke with her on the phone a couple months ago. We were talking about her working out. She's a real sweet person. She has, sensitivity to the sun. And, she has a kid. And she's just a very warm person to speak to. And she's not a judgmental person. And I like that about her. You know, she, she was old Fragcom, I think she started doing TikTok, and I don't know what happened. I just won't go on TikTok. Um, you know, that's just my thing. I'm not doing it to be popular or anything. I just want to do it more than anything to make friends, hang out with friends. You know. Oh, you follow her? Yeah, she's a bodybuilder. You follow her on IG? I don't know if I follow her on IG. Maybe I should follow her on IG. But yeah, she was Fragcom was a more peaceful place, and you know, like even Fragrance Jerks was was not bad. Now it's just like I don't know, like I don't even want to get into it really. Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. there's some people who are rude that are, just like, that are YouTubers, and that's like, I just don't even. I haven't watched that person. Who they talk about. I haven't watched that person. Um, he puts out a lot of content. I just don't. You know, I'm not interested. Once he, became friends with a certain other person, like, okay, I see where this is going. You know, nobody ever commented. Okay, well, take care, everybody. Um, make sure to check out this razor. If I left the link, Schick Quattro Titanium for aggressive blades, titanium coated, very good. If you're not into it, check out these two over at bestbrandsperfume.com, Oud Noir, and this other one. You should bring up the OG crew back. It's not coming back, man. It became too evil, too mean spirited, and it's not funny. It's not funny. It was something we all sort of enjoyed, but it became an ego thing. It became an ego thing, and it's like, okay, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. It was funny. I had my place, whatever, and it was funny. Clones of what? Okay, so yeah, yeah. Well, this is Green Irish Tweed. You can find this at bestbrandsperfume.com. Oud Noir. Very good high end clone of Green Irish Tweed. The best that I've smelled. But you're gonna pay $60 for this. Christian has a lot of at bestbrandsperfume.com. He has a lot of $20 clones, of Louis Vuitton fragrances. But if you want a good Green Irish Tweed, get that. If you want a good Silver Mountain Water clone, get this. It's from the company Arabiat, Arabiyat. Very good, man. High end. He sent me a bunch of stuff. I always tell him those are his two bests. Yeah, we'll always have 2019, 2020, where it was just more friendly, more getting to know one another, and it was nice. Oh, okay. Thanks, Anthony. I like that. He has the check there. Fernando, Cuddles Crew. Take care. Peace.